Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Charlotte, and today's YouTube video is a sit-down video, and I haven't done this in so long, and it is so much fun, but I'm going back to my roots. We're going back to the bookish content, and I'm so excited. These are my most anticipated reads for the next half of 2025. Oh my god. The first half of 2025 has been amazing. We have had some amazing book releases and I'm so excited, and I've read most of them, or they're really high up on my TBR, and it's just awesome. Okay, so these are basically the other ones I'm really excited for the rest of 2025 to release. Also, if you work in publishing, do your girl a solid and send me an ARC, please. No, literally, like, slide into my DMs, link down below, or the email address. Tell me what the book is about, and I'll send you my address. I promise you. It's a deal made in heaven. I'll promote the shit out of it if I like it. Promised. Okay, no one cares? Let's get into this video. The very first book I have is Rose and Chains by Julie Soto. So we have my iPad here for because my phone's charging, and this releases July 8th. What is this book about? Charlotte, have you read many Julie Soto books? No, I have not. This would be my first, but I'm so excited because this is what I have written down. Princess Bryony's kingdom has fallen. Her brother, the hero, is dead. I should not be into podcasts, but into podcast or audiobooks. Never mind. And she's captured and stripped of all her powers. So I'm guessing she's like magical. She's sold at auction. Love. And she ends up with, I'm guessing, her enemy, who has a terrible reputation. This is a dark fantasy, and it's an enemies to lovers. Love. And I think it's going to be a series, so I'm really excited about that. This sounds honestly amazing, and it sounds right up my alley, and it sounds like I'm going to devour this. Yeah. The next book is Burn Bright by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which releases September 2nd. If you know anything about me, or you've been around on my channel since I started this in 2018, then you know that I love the Addicted / Colorway Sister series and the Dishonestly Your series. Ugh, so good. I love Krista and Becca Ritchie's writing. It's so good. Like, generally I'm obsessed with it, and I've also read most of their Like Us series, so I'm trying to finish the rest of the Like Us series so I can fully enjoy this book. This book is basically a spin-off off of the Like Us and the Addicted / Colorway Sister series, and it follows the Cobalts exclusively, which is Rose and Connor and their children, and I'm so excited. We've had Jane and Thatcher's book in the Like Us series, and now we're following Ben. Ben Cobalt is the sixth sibling in the billionaire family, and he, I think, like, quits college hockey to move to New York City and live in like a penthouse with his brothers, and he bumps into Harriet Fisher, who I believe is a drummer in his brother's band, and she's punk rock, loner, and grunge, and with a grudge, not a grunge, sorry. And sparks fly, and it is new adult, and I'm so excited. I took like notes of every single book and I wrote it down, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm reading. Literally so excited for this book. I have it pre-ordered and I cannot wait for it to arrive. I think I like pre-ordered a special edition. I need to put money inside just for like Krista and Becca Ritchie's writing, like just for them. I love them so much. Also, they signed my Dishonestly Yours book. No, not Dishonestly, the second one, whatever one that one was, but they signed it, and it is on my shelf displayed like a trophy, as it should be. The next book I have is If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. This also publishes September 2nd, and I feel like if you are a publisher, you need to send me this. If not, I have to pre-order it. I'm probably going to do it either way. But apparently this book has already been released, and now this is like being traditionally published, if I did my research correctly. But all I wrote down in my notes is single dad, friends to lovers, small town, set in autumn of 1997, Gilmore Girl vibes. That's all I set down. All I wrote down. And I must have like figured this out because I go through like the Goodreads like anticipated releases, and I read the synopsis, and then I just kind of like write notes down, and those were all my notes. So does that not sound like perfection? Like, absolutely. Like, it's gonna be like, I wanted to say like it's gonna be raining, but probably not. I don't know. New York right now is like burning, so I'm just gonna sit there and read this wherever I am. The next book I have is Wild Card by Wild Card by Elsie Silver, which publishes September 9th, And if you've read Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas, I assume this is very much like that. It is a forbidden slow burn romance that ignites between our main female character and her ex's grumpy dad. And I think it's forced proximity. You already know I'm going to be eating that shit up. I love Birthday Girl, and I think I'm going to love this. Also, I love the direction Elsie Silver is going. Absolutely obsessed. The next book I have is People Watching by Hannah Bonin Young. I absolutely love this woman. I've read every single book of hers. I think she's amazing. I think she has so much depth in her writing, and I just love everything she writes. And this is about an introvert whose life is falling apart, and then she strikes up a no strings attached situationship with a mysterious newcomer in her town, and then they discover that they might actually like each other. Sounds great. It sounds like Friends to Lovers. It sounds like Friends to something to Lovers, and I love it, and it sounds messy, and I love people watching, and the cover of this book is absolutely stunning, and this book will be pre-ordered probably after I wrap up this video. The next book I have is Soul Searching by Liza Sage, which publishes September 30th. September is a busy month for publishing, apparently, but it publishes September 30th, and I really like Liza Sage's other series. I really like I'm like not the biggest, like I'm not like, I know they have like a big strong following, and I really enjoy them, and I think I ranked all the books pretty high. I haven't read the last book in the series because a friend of mine said she didn't like it. So my Siri just went off and recorded all that. Anyways, so I haven't read that yet, but it is like I own the ebook of that because I bought it, so excited. But apparently that follows a small town upholsterer, and that person, I don't know if this is, I think this is the female character. I wrote upholsterer, follows upholsterer. Think Charlotte from the past, makes zero sense. And the person goes home to confront literal and emotional ghosts, and ends up living with a stranger, and it goes from there. So it's close proximity. I'm guessing Friends to Lover. I don't know. I'm excited. The cover looked great. I'm a big judge a book by its cover kind of thing, I've realized. And that's okay. I'm self-aware. The next book is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. When I tell you that I have been counting the days, I mean it. I am the biggest Ali Hazelwood fan. The biggest, okay? I love this woman with all my heart. Any book or author she endorses or makes PR for, I will buy. That is how much I trust this woman. And Problematic Summer Romance is, I think, one of my all-time favorite books ever, as is Deep End, and as is Bride. So you know where this is going. I also know that she was low-key bullied off of Instagram, and I don't understand why. I also don't really, I have TikTok, but I don't really use TikTok, so I don't know what happened there. But I know it has something to do with Hunger Games, so if someone can explain that to me, it would be great. Anyways, this I think follows, well, I know, don't think this follows the best friend from Bride. It's her story. So she's a half human, half wolf hybrid, and she is mated with the alpha of the pack, or a different pack than her best friend's husband. Yes, this is where we're going with this. I think she rejects the bond, but then she's being hunted, so then she has to rely on him for security and safety. Does that just sound so good? It sounds so good. I'm so excited. I have also pre-ordered the special edition for this book because why the frick not, okay? And now another book by Ali Hazelwood, which I don't understand. And if someone could explain this to me, I feel like a grandma. But if someone could explain this to me, I would be very happy. And that is First, also by Ali Hazelwood. This is somehow on Kickstarter. I don't know where I can pre-order this book. I would love to know. I'm following their like email list, and I keep getting like emails from different Kickstarter things that I'm not interested in. I only want the Ali Hazelwood book one. Like, I only want that one. Also, I'm tripping like over my words today. I don't know what's happening. But this one is basically a nobleman steals a commoner's dude's bride to teach him a lesson, and he decides to keep her. Yes, that was past Charlotte's note for this video. Thank you, past Charlotte. Awesome. But Mate releases October 7th. First, I have no idea when that releases, but I'm hoping soon, okay? This needs to get me through the summer, because Ali Hazelwood is just So good. Like, I need this woman to release like every single month in a year, and I would buy every single physical book that she releases in a month, in a year. Does that make sense? Like, I'm obsessed with her. She's the icon. Anyways, she's also lived in Germany, and so have I. So I feel like she probably speaks German. We need to be friends. The next book I have on my list is Revolve by Bal Kabar. I was one of the like first people to receive an ARC for Collide back in the day, when it was being traditionally published, because I think that was traditionally published, and then it got traditionally published. I like that book. I wasn't like the biggest fan, but I did really like it. And in hindsight, I've thought about the characters a lot, so I feel like I need to reread it now, and I think I'd like it a lot more. Anyways, I think this is the third book in that series, and it follows a former Olympic ice figure skater. I'm reading a book about ice like skaters right now, and so I think this is just perfectly on theme. And a rebellious hockey player. I love where this is going already. And they clash, and I think one of them is injured, or they're both injured, and then they kind of like train together, and then they fall in love, potentially, or not. I'm guessing it's like a bit of rivalry to enemies to lovers kind of thing. I don't know. The cover is cute. It's pink. We're doing it. The next book I have is, that releases October 14th. Not the same day as Ellie Hazelwood's Mate, which is good. The next book I have is Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. I need an ARC of this. If you can get me an ARC of this, we will be best friends for life. Anyways, this releases November 18th. This cover is stunning. Like, I need this cover. Displayed on a trophy, and it turns. So my dishwasher's going in the back, as is my boyfriend who's cooking. Anyways, this follows a girl that is stuck in a dead-end job. I think she got divorced, and she's living with her mom in her hometown, and her whole life is turned upside down when she meets a quiet, devoted single dad who's her neighbor, and then even though she really wants out, I think she decides to stay. Sounds great. Sounds awesome. I'm excited to read it. The cover is beautiful. Pre-ordered. But if I could get an ARC, even better. The next book I have is Brimstone by Callie Hart. This also releases November 18th, and this is the second book in the Quicksilver series. I enjoyed the first book, though if you were asking me now what it's about, I have absolutely zero clue. I remember listening to that on audiobook. I own the Audible book because I bought it. And I just remember fairies and it being hot. So this is what I wrote down. Now, the queen of a dangerous realm, Sarah's Fane, I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name, navigates deadly political intrigue. That sounds like I copy-pasted that directly from the Goodreads definition. Anyways, while her boyfriend / we don't know / I think they were married, Kingfisher, embarks on a mission across the lands with a sidekick. And then I have in brackets, don't remember who that is. I think I'm going to need to reread this book before it comes out. But I do think I'm going to read this book. Because if I start a series, I usually continue it. Don't call me out for Fourth Wing right now, okay? That is rude. I read Iron Flame. I never read Onyx Storm. You can call me out for that. I know. I've talked to people about it, and they're all like, you need to read it. And then other people have told me you don't. But it's on my TBR. I own the physical book, I think, somewhere. But I just haven't. It's not very high on my TBR. Okay, it's somewhere. It's somewhere there. The other book I have is Blue Bird Gold by Devney Perry, coming out December 30th. I love Devney Perry. I would read her shopping list. She's kind of with me, and Devney Perry and Ellie Hazelwood are insta-buy authors. Like, I don't even know what it is about, and I will buy the book. This book is a first book in a new small-town romance set in Montana in 1983. That's all I needed to know to basically be like, yes, this will be an awesome series. I love the Eden series. That's one of my all-time favorite series ever. Indigo Ridge, Knox, best book ever. But I love all her series, and I'm like trying to like savor them all. I bought all the books on my Kindle, and I own a bunch of them on Audible as well. But I'm trying to like savor them because they are like, if I'm ever in a reading slump, these books usually get me out of it. So I kind of use them strategically. But I love her writing. I think she's awesome. I really did like Sparrow, like her fantasy book. All fantasy books have a similar name, I've realized, right? There's all like shields, roses, and guns. Not guns, swords. They all kind of sound the same, okay? So I get confused. Bear with me. But I did order like a special edition one of that is signed. Well, I'm going to get it signed because I'm meeting her in August because I bought tickets for that and I'm really excited for that. So I'm excited for that. Can you tell I'm excited for that? Because I'm going to bring like all the other books I own by her and have her sign them. Like, here, please sign. But I'm excited for that, and those are like all my anticipated releases. Okay, if you were an author and you want to take pity on me and send me your book, I would love that forever and ever. But no, honestly, if you are an author or you work in publishing and you think I would enjoy a book, definitely reach out to me and I will promote it if I enjoy the book. And even if I don't enjoy the book, but I think it's well written and I think it deserves hype, I will promote it, but I'll be honest, okay? We're not lying here. I will be honest. I'll say this book wasn't for me, but I think it will be for people that enjoy X, Y, and Z. And that's fine, right? That's perfect. But I just really want to get on art lists. Okay, never mind. I'm really excited for these releases. Please tell me below if I've forgotten any. Like, if you have a release that you're so excited for that I didn't mention, comment that right now and be like, Charlotte, you have to add this book to your TBR right the second. And I will stop everything I was doing in that moment as soon as I read that comment, and I will go and add it to my Goodreads TBR. I promise. Pinky promise. Right here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon in my next YouTube video. Stay safe, stay positive, dream big. If you know, you know. That was an old outro. I think we're bringing it back. Back to the roots we go. Bye, guys.